What up, baby bullies? It's your girl, bully, and I'm here to bring awareness to narcissistic abuse. So today's topic is going to be narcissistic supply and why they need it. Okay, so if you've watched any of my videos, we have already established, I say this in just about every one of my videos, narcissists are soulless individuals. They are soulless individuals. They have no souls. Therefore, they lack empathy. Therefore, they are incapable of love. Therefore, on the inside, it's almost like they're being tortured by just how much of a nobody they are. I gotta listen. I gotta ease y'all into that. But narcissistic supply is what narcissists feed on to get off. But narcissistic supply can be anything from calling you to get a reaction, calling you starting some crap to get a reaction. They get off on that. They live for that. It could be you calling them just to dote and talk about how great they are or whatever. They get off on that. Again, back to the video I did about the signs that you're dating a narcissist and how most of them, a whole hell of a lot of them, are obsessed with fame and preoccupied with success and power. That's because those types of things give them more narcissistic supply. If they not getting it from their wife, they gonna get it from the fans. If they not getting it from the fans, they gonna get it from their kids. If they not getting it from their kids, they gonna get it from the side chick or whomever is willing to feed them that to make them feel like somebody. And it could be good or bad. It could be good or bad. To them, it's all good because, again, they feed off of that. They need narcissistic supply. And this is why they have so many women. When you're not meeting the need or when you start acting up and you're no longer being a good girl, and I mentioned that in, like, I think my first video, who the narc really loves, he love it when you being a good girl. And when you giving him that supply. When you're supplying him that attention that he so desperately longs for. Again, when you telling him what he wants to hear, when you letting him disrespect you, this is all supply, narcissistic supply. They do dumb stuff to get supply. They pretend to be people who they're not to get narcissistic supply. They will go to any extreme, any measure to get narcissistic supply because this is how they thrive. If they didn't have the women that they had, if they didn't have the followers and the kids that just absolutely adore them despite how twisted they are, they would die. That's so sad. I hate some of this stuff. I'd be like, these folks gonna think I'm crazy. They gonna be like, they ain't no narc gonna die. This is how they live. They thrive on this. They thrive on this. This is why they have an insatiable desire for sex and again, just attention. And I know a lot of narcs I know, they are it's almost like they like addicted to the gram. It's like an addiction. You know, the women, they giving you, the chicks who DMing you, they giving you that supply. And again, they can have 50 women, but it's never enough because they have to have supply. They get bored. And when they get bored, they do dumb stuff, crazy stuff, wicked stuff, outlandishly wild. They wild out. They wild out. Anything to get that narcissistic supply. Again, what is narcissistic supply? Is what the narcissist, this is not an exact definition, but you get it. You're not slow. It's what the narcissist thrives on. This is what he feeds on. This is what he needs, again, to thrive, to feel like somebody. And not just men, hell, women too. I'm going to talk about female narcissists in a later video, but yes, they need it. So if they, if you talk to a narc, the last time you talked to this narcissist, they was cussing you out, being all kind of disrespectful. You let them have it. Okay, they hang up in your face. Whatever, cool, you got it. Then a week later, they call you back. Baby, I guarantee they need supply. They probably called somebody else who wasn't giving them what they needed. who wasn't feeding it to their need to be admired or whatever, then they call you. I'm telling y'all, half that stuff is not because they love you. It's always a reason. It's always a method to their madness. It's always a method to their madness. So yeah, narcissistic supply. They need it. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Let me see if it's anything else. That's pretty much it. Again, just know that it could be anything. Because again, when it comes to them, their minds are sick. They're twisted. They're sociopaths. They don't think like us. So yeah. Hey, like I always say, watch what you clearly are doing. Share and beware. Because they crazy.